Look at your face. And your hands.
It's still getting worse.
Is it your allergy? There weren't peanuts in the brownies, right?
Peanut butter. Oh no, I forgot. What? She asked you. Call 911, so sorry.
Okay.
Food allergies are a huge concern for today's population. Food allergies are responsible for sending over 200,000 people to the hospital each year. 1 in 13 people have a food allergy. That's almost 16 million people worldwide, and that number continues to grow rapidly. Between 1997 and 2011, food allergies among children increased 50%. So what exactly is a food allergy? A food allergy is when your immune system overreacts to a food or a substance, identifying it as a danger and triggering a protective response. These reactions can range anywhere from mild to severe. A mild reaction may include an itchy mouth, tingling on the tongue, or a minute swelling of the throat. The most severe allergic reaction response is anaphylaxis, a whole-body allergic reaction that causes an impairment with breathing and causes a dramatic drop in your blood pressure. These are the reactions that can land you in the hospital, or even worse, death. Food allergies can manifest themselves in many different ways, and someone can have an allergy to practically any food. However, according to the American College of Allergy, there are about 8 types of foods that account for 90% of food allergies in people. Milk, soy, peanuts, tree nuts, shellfish, fish, and wheat. Allergies can really wreak havoc on people that suffer from them because whether it's going out to eat or just buying food at a store, they have to make sure they stay away from their trigger foods because if they suffer an allergic reaction, that's never a good thing. When it comes to a cure for allergies, there's really not a definite answer because allergists and doctors really don't have a exact idea of what causes them in the first place. However, they have created a plausible list of factors that they have seen to create a manifestation in allergies. Number 1. Genetically modified crops. A genetically modified crop is an organism in which the genetic material has been altered in a way that does not occur naturally. Number 2. The hygiene hypothesis. According to the Journal of Translational Immunology, a lack of early childhood exposure to infectious agents, microorganisms, and parasites increases the susceptibility to allergic diseases by suppressing the natural development of the immune system. Number 3. Vaccinations. Instead of our bodies fighting viruses, they spend their time identifying other things as evaders, such as allergens. Number 4. Pregnancy. Many children develop allergies, and the cause can be linked back to the diversity or lack of diversity in a diet by the mother during pregnancy. Last but not least, genetics. However, not as likely as the first 4 reasons, there have been connections between allergies and families that are related to genetics. In Australia, there was a new trial released by Murdoch Children's Research Institute, and it was for the treatment of individuals who suffered from peanut allergies. In this trial, 28 children who suffered from a peanut allergy, as well as 28 kids who were placed on a placebo treatment, were given a therapy for 18 months. The treatment was given in the form of a probiotic, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, and also a small dose of peanut protein. Throughout the course of the 18 months, they actually gradually increased the dose, and by the end of the 18 months, they had gotten up to 2 grams daily of the peanut protein. The study was to modify the allergic response that these kids had to the peanut by daily exposure to that allergen. At the end of the trial, they found that 82% of the kids who had been given the treatment for 18 months could now put peanuts in their daily diet, and they no longer had issues with the peanuts compared to 3.6% of the placebo group. Being that allergies are such a huge issue for today's world, we've seen these trials who have such great positive results for reversing allergies. I believe that the solution is to start funding these trials because they've had amazing results, and imagine what we could do with an allergy that isn't a peanut allergy, like a milk allergy or a soy allergy. Throughout my research, I actually found that it's really hard to trace back where the money for funding for the clinical trials comes from, and that's because they don't want you to know where money is coming from, so they make it super hard to trace. Pharmaceutical companies were often the ones that provided the large amount of money that it takes to do these clinical trials. The pharmaceutical companies will fund, except they don't actually run the clinical trial. A large part of funding for clinical research actually comes from the government itself, through different organizations. So I believe that if we're having results like the trial I just explained about the peanut protein, I believe that funding these places that have already had such great positive results could really help to reverse allergies. And I think that if the government were to put more money towards these big institutions that are supplying and funding these clinical trials, I believe that we could really do something about the food allergy crisis that we have.